Hi, this is Dr. Gary, and welcome to our weekly tune-up this week. One of my colleagues and good friends out of Great Britain contacted me this week, Graham Stewart, and Graham told me what we ought to talk about this week, and I thought he had a really good idea. He is asking that question, have we done a good job with our lives? And man, you know, that really got me to thinking about my own life and what's been going on in my life and long ago and now, and how it's evolved and changed, and the ebbs and the flows of what's brought me to this place where I am today. And man, I tell you what, it is an interesting story, and I think if each one of us look at each one of our lives, we're going to say it's a pretty interesting story too. In fact, I'm going to give credit to everyone. If you really wanted to write a book about your life, it would be a stunning motion picture. It would be interesting, and it would have those ebbs and flows that we love to go to when we see a good movie. In fact, most sitcoms are built upon tragedy. Most people don't realize that. Most of our lives, the things we learn are also built upon problems, challenges, and what can we learn from those problems and challenges? And then how do we remanage the new things that come to us? Also, Graham had mentioned that many times he feels like he's worked through things, and all of a sudden some of the glaring moments of the past come screaming back at the big mistakes he made. That he never outlives them. They're always there. They always remind him of what he could have done. Here's what I want us to think about. You know, I've got that in my life. I think about things like that every day. But here's how you move beyond that. First of all, there really is no mistakes in our life. These mistakes are only mistakes if we fail to really see what we've learned from them and then how to apply new wisdom and knowledge. Now, many of us have been through traumas. Many of us have been through things in our life that we're not proud of. We've made mistakes, and if we look back now, hindsight's 20/20, we wouldn't have done that. However, I tell many of my clients, I'll tell you, and I know you'll understand this, that I don't think any one of us any one time get up in the morning and say, I want to completely mess my life up and make some really bad decisions and screw things up. So 20 years from now, I'm going to be traumatized by what I did today. I think every day we do the best we can. I really do. Even the people that it seems like they're not doing their best, I think they're doing the best they can do. What we have to do with these terrorizing moments of our past, or these traumatizing things that happen to us, so we can live our best life, so we can look back and say, you know what, I did a pretty good job with that. We have to take a look at their lessons and not beat ourselves to death, and we have to be willing to forgive ourselves or even other people. And that's not saying what you did was okay. It's saying I'm not going to give it any more negative energy anymore. And understand that if you can learn to do that, you've learned a big lesson in life. I think each one of us can look at our lives and say, I've done a pretty good job with my life. Or we could look at it and say, wow, I have not done a very good job with my life. We can always say, wow, we could have done this, and then we'd be in a better place. But remember, when we made that decision, we thought, based upon what we knew at the moment, the current information we had, that was the best decision to make. As I look back, I don't think I've ever made a decision thinking it was a bad decision. But boy, they turned out to be bad decisions later. And yes, and some of them I'm still living with. So today, learn from those, be willing to grow from them, be big, and realize right now, this moment here is going to be those moments in your past, and you're creating them right now. So rather than commiserate about the misery of what was in your life, what are you going to do today to learn from those things so when you look back at this point in your life, hey, I did a good job with that. I survived that. I made it through that. I learned my stuff, and I'm going to continue to move forward. Because always remember, this moment right here, right now is where you can affect change inside and outside of yourself. Not yesterday, and not even in the future. This moment right here, right now. So take this moment right here, right now with this information, and rather than wish you wouldn't have done something in the past, because that's a waste of time, ask yourself, how will I do that differently next time? When I'm in that situation, what have I learned from that, and what can I do now to manage through it so I feel good about it? Let's work on that this week. This is a big deal, and Graham, thank you for that. You can always contact me at drgarydaniel@aol.com. I would love to hear these kind of ideas. Many of these ideas we talk about on this program come from you. So thanks. I will look forward to seeing you on the other side of this tube next week. Until then, bye-bye.